welcome to My Skeptical Sister.
I'm Megan, the skeptical one.
I'm Erin the Believer. I have good news.
Oh, I love good news.
Yes, because of our lovely producer, I'm going to call her producer,
Ah, I love it.
editor, whatever. Producer sounds cooler.
Editor and producer.
Right.
Okay.
Um, Not only are we on Stitcher, everybody, check us out.
Oh, Stitcher. What is that?
It's a different podcast platform.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
you knew.
Yeah. Stitcher. We made
Stitcher,
it.
they've been begging us to come. We're here. But also, she told me how to cleanse my house.
Oh, that is very important.
And Birdie came in tonight and was like, "Hey, just listen to the episode. You also need to do this." Okay, great.
Oh, my eyes got so big when you said Birdie came in because you kind of pointed at your front door, and I was like, Birdie came over
And
and you
didn't
didn't
even
invite
say
me?
hi.
Oh my gosh, I got like real sad all of a sudden. But okay, so
No.
Birdie came in to the conversation.
Via direct message.
Okay, gotcha.
And she also told me what I needed to do. It
Okay.
lined up very similar to Rue.
Nice.
I have already bought a little rosemary herb, I don't know, burning
Tea, it sounds
burning device.
delicious.
No,
Are we making chicken? What are we
I'm gonna
doing?
burn it
Oh,
and I'm gonna set my intentions.
okay. And then we're gonna make chicken.
Well, I mean, you can make chicken while I'm doing it because she did say that you should be filling the space. I actually really loved her
Oh.
analogy. She said, think of it like when you prime a wall before you paint it. You're priming to take care of it
Hmm.
before you do anything, and then you need to paint the walls. And we're gonna paint my room with the intentions of how I want my room to feel.
God, it
So
sounds like a lot of work.
I know. So chicken sounds good.
Yeah, we all we like to eat in this house.
Yeah, I want to
Okay.
feel, like warm and satisfied.
Get me some chicken noodle soup.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
So anyways, I've got to wait till the 28th because that's when it comes in from Etsy.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say because that's when my island will come in, and I want to make sure it's not haunted. I'm like, I feel like it's brand new.
Well, the room is brand new, Megan.
Okay, yeah, but on a burial ground.
If that island turns out to be haunted, that will be weird.
That- hey, you know what else is weird? That your new room is
No, that's a space.
haunted. Could you feel those quotation marks, everybody?
No, I didn't feel anything actually. I just let it roll right off my shoulder.
Because you're a new woman with your new intentions in your new house.
That's right. I was also really proud of myself because, when you get a reference, like somebody throws something out and you're like, I'm just going to hit that out of the ballpark.
Uh-huh.
I lined it up perfect.
Yeah, you did great.
She said, you don't
Oh.
even know yet.
I thought you just meant this whole conversation.
Oh,
Like, I feel like we're on point.
so dumb. No, she said, and when you're finished, you
Uh-huh.
can put a little bit of salt like on your door, like right when you're walking out on your door frame.
Really feel like we're gonna make chicken.
I know, right? Put a little bit of salt. And I said, okay, is it taboo to vacuum up that salt? Because I don't want salt in my brand new carpet.
Right.
And she was like, yeah, you can totally vacuum it up when you're done. But also, you only just need like a pinch. And then she sent the gif of in Hocus Pocus where she's like swinging
Oh,
the
I
salt
love it.
around her head. She goes, you only need this when Bette Midler is chasing you. And I said, oh, well done, clever witch. Just from the movie, I was like, yes, knocked it out. I didn't even hesitate. She sent me the gif, and I was like, boom,
You
I
all
know a
were
reference exactly from that.
fully in sync,
That's right.
in saging sync, but we're not saging.
We're not saging. We're using rosemary and herbs.
So what do you call that? Cleansing. And
Cleansing.
you all were in cleansing sync.
That's right. And Birdie came in and said, you don't have to use sage. If you do, you should buy it from like local Native Americans in your
Okay.
area, and that will, help there. But also, she said you could use dragon's blood.
Well, where does one get
I know.
that? This
I know. And incense,
such a hard conversation for a skeptic to just sit through and take it and
I'm
listen.
so proud of you.
I'm doing like I've got my tell them what position I'm in.
You are
I've got inverted prayer hands.
It's like you're holding
it
all of the
all
words
in.
you want to say in at your throat.
Yep, close to my chest. I will not let them go.
You're doing so well.
Okay, go ahead.
She also said I could use incense, and that is the only thing I'm allergic to in life,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it breaks me out in crazy hives. So I will not be
Maybe
using incense.
you're the haunted being.
Oh, maybe it happens when I go to a Catholic church and they burn incense, and I itch like crazy.
Did you hear that,
Oh,
Birdie? You still feel like she needs to be cleansed, or she needs to
maybe
be cleansed?
maybe I do.
Yeah.
Maybe I do need to be cleansed. But also, I said, could you tell me where does one find dragon's blood and what is it? She said
Right.
it was a plant from the cinnamon plant. It's like a
What?
It's like a cousin of cinnamon. It's a plant. It's not actual dragon's
Oh, well,
blood.
you love plants. That's like your jam right now.
I know. Oh, speaking of which,
I know. I already saw your TikTok.
I know he's not doing great. He's
It's
doing
fine.
better.
It's fine. I see the plant that our other sister got you for your birthday is doing just fine.
No, actually, I kind of forgot about Agatha. Actually,
Mhm.
she didn't give me that plan at all.
Somebody did, and it's
I
doing
won it at
just
I
fine.
won that at a game night.
Well,
But
clearly you love them better than me.
oh my gosh, if you knew the panic I went through, I made a TikTok.
I know you did. I watched it. I feel, and I have no idea how I saw it because I don't even know that I was on the TikTok app because I don't know how to do that. But can't you just
Well, that's my question. If you're a plant head, what do I do here?
cut
I
it?
think I had a little bit of root rot
Mm-hmm.
on the ends of some of my figgle
Okay,
figgle
stop.
leaf
I
fig.
feel like all of a sudden we've slipped into that Saturday Night Live. We're like sweaty balls. Like all of a sudden we're talking very seriously about your
Okay.
root rot.
Okay. Okay. Somebody slide into my DMs and we'll move on.
Yes. Please spice up her DMs with some root rot regiment. Boy, that sounded dirty in a lot of ways.
My roots are fine. I don't know what you're getting
It's
into.
looking a little rotty.
Not on Fernando, but my
Okay.
roots are fine. I don't need you spreading anything about my roots.
Okay. Well, if you know how to cure either one, the plant or Aaron,
Oh my
slip into
gosh.
the DM.
The nerve.
Okay. I'm trying to
So glad you wrapped it up so you could bring in this.
no, I'm trying to think of how to address all of the cleansing that'll go on here. I think that Birdie and Rue have great
Uh
ideas
huh.
on how to make a chicken. I always do
Okay.
rosemary, I always do herbs. So I kind of like that it's in the form of like let's cleanse this house, but then I feel like we should also make those herbs even more useful.
They're in a dry little beautiful bundle.
Oh, okay. Well, let's put that bundle inside a chicken and roast it up. I think it sounds delicious. Either way, I think it'll be great fun for you, and then we'll have chicken afterwards.
Okay.
Great,
All right.
win-win.
Sounds good.
Okay. All right. Well, my feet are frozen. I have been outside because, of course, the glorious season of baseball has started.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those. It's kind of like church. You dread it until you go, and you're like, well, I'm not on fire. I'm okay. I mean, I'm not dying.
Clearly, you're not the demon.
Yeah, right. I'm fine in a Catholic church. I kind of love it. I'm like wine halfway through, a little intermission,
A snack?
a snack. I'm down. Why don't we get this in regular church? Anyway,
Regular church. I don't think you
I can say whatever I want.
can.
Oh, baseball makes me feisty. Anyway, been sitting on a bleacher all night, so there
In
you
the
go.
cold.
In the cold. But I am very proud of Miles because on the way there, unprompted, he said, "Hey, mom, I think I'm playing with older kids this year," which he is. And he said, "So I'm not going to play in that dirt one time tonight." I was
Oh.
like, "Well, look at you making goals for yourself." He did not succeed at his goal.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
it's so tempting.
it is. So he's had so much fun. At one point, he like side eyed me and looked in his like big old smile, like, I can't help it. Like, do you see this dirt? It's
It's so
amazing.
loose.
I can pick it up and it blows in the wind. Are you kidding me? And I'm supposed to refrain. Anyway, so it was super cute. But then on the way home, I said, "Hey, now listen, buddy. I saw you playing with the dirt a couple times, and I just want to warn you, you're not in T-ball anymore. And those coaches seem pretty serious, and they will fuss at you. So you kind of have a choice right now. You can either go with it and get fussed at, which I know he hates. He hates when other people well, he hates when anybody fusses at him, but you're gonna get fussed at because he's
Yeah.
got a tender heart. Or you just have to really stop playing with the dirt. And he was like, okay, well, he took a deep breath. He's like, I'll try. I will try. I was like, okay. I mean, either way, I don't really care. I think it's cute when you play with the dirt. I'm just letting you know. Because, I mean, if I double down, he's really going to play in that dirt just to piss me off. That's
Right.
parenting 101. But then he said, um, all right, well, I'll try to give up the dirt. But that in the dig out, I was like, dug out. We've really got to work on our terminology.
It makes more sense dig out because all the dirt.
Right. There is so much dirt. You should be able to dig it. I said, that's the dugout. But he said, yeah, in that dugout, there are daddy long legs. So many of them. And I was like, yeah. And he goes, and they're so cool. And I was like, "Oh man, you got me here," because you know me, I'm a zoologist.
Yeah, that's right.
I was like, I said, "Oh yeah, 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 buddy, I'm with you." Oh, I know what it was because I was telling him, I said the key is when you start to feel the itch to like get down there in the dirt, just look for the player who's doing the best and watch them and study them. Put all your attention and focus on them so that you can get better at baseball. You really have to pay attention, but pick the best player to learn from. So I thought I was having a great moment. And then he brought up those damn daddy long legs. And I thought, you got me there. And I told him, I said, get them. Get all the daddy long legs you can when you're in the dugout.
What does he do? He just lets them like crawl on him?
Oh, yeah. He loves them. He'll like gather them all
Yeah.
up. Yeah, they
I
crawl all over.
love daddy long legs.
Exactly.
I hate spiders. I could play with daddy long legs all day.
All day. They're the best. They're the coolest things.
That is so weird. Is that a normal thing?
I
Do a
don't
lot of
know.
people feel that way?
I don't know. Let us know. Well,
'Cause they're not spiders, but they look like
you know what? They're
spiders.
actually really not spiders. They're not even. They're in.
That's what
They're
I said, woman.
okay. I know. No, but did you know that they're not classified as spiders?
Yeah.
Not just like, they're not spider-esque. They are
Right.
not even classified as spiders. They're bugs.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just making sure. You know what I mean?
My
Like,
sister's a zoologist. So
yeah,
I know things.
true, girl, right? Anyway, but the cutest part was I got into it with him for a minute. I was like, oh yeah, yeah. And listen, if they fuss at you for that, they're wrong.
Right.
So you just keep doing you, buddy.
Yeah.
And
If
then
love and daddy long legs are wrong, I
I
don't
don't
want
want
to
to be
be right.
right. Exactly. And I looked at that mirror and I saw his like little smile, like, yes, like my mom is on my side. And he goes, I could bring you some. And I was like, oh my gosh, he's the cutest kid ever. And I was like, I appreciate that, but I really think they'll get in trouble. You'll get in trouble if you, during your game, come out of the dugout. Mom, here's some spiders. And plus the mother moms will look a little, they'll look at me a little strangely.
Yeah,
So
they
I
won't
said,
want to sit by you.
right, I'll be that mom. So I was like, no, 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 no. I've caught a million in my day. You just do you. It's great. So anyway, it was pretty cute. I'm excited to see baseball, I guess, this season, and I just have to get dressed warmer before I go.
Yeah, there's nothing better than a canceled ball
Mm,
game.
say that again. It is the best.
Yeah, last week we were supposed to have our evaluations on Monday night when it was snowing
Oh no.
and freaking
Oh
freezing.
no. Mm-mm.
And I was like trying to muster up the energy. I'm like, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I've been doing clay all day with 5
Right.
classes.
Ugh.
And then, no, they canceled it. So they're
Ah.
like, it's cold. That's what happens with softball. They're like,
Mhm.
it's fine. I'm kidding.
It's called softball.
I'm totally kidding all that because it's not true. We're tough. But the lady in charge was like, I have been working all day. I did not want to come out in the
Good
snow.
for her.
I was like, yeah,
You know what that's called?
smart.
Hardball. Hardball, because that's self-care right there,
That's
woman. You
right.
take
That's
care of
right.
you. We've been taught our whole lives not to, so good for you, woman, for saying,
Yeah,
not gonna
we
do it
don't have to
tonight.
prove that we're tough. We know that we're
We
tough. We're
already
not
know.
stupid. We had Wednesday.
Right, we're women.
Why don't we wait 2 days when it's
Hmm
10 degrees warmer?
Yeah, that
And
sounds
we
like a
did.
lot better of a choice. We'll have happy kids, happy parents,
Happy toes.
happy wife, happy life. That's all I'm saying. We got this. Women are so smart. Miles did say, I can't remember at what point in the talk it was because he's all over the place, but he did at one point say, "Hey, mom, if ghosts are real," I'm like, "Oh, here we go," because he knows I don't believe in him.
Yeah.
If ghosts are real, where do they just live all the time? And I sat there and I thought for it. I was like, "This is a great question for your Aunt In. Let her explain it." So go ahead.
I think they might check in and check out.
Of where?
Different plane, different,
Hmm.
like different.
And they never get lost. They're like, "Oh, I know how to get back to that realm."
They could get lost. We don't see them all the time.
But what if you
It's
have
like
a
the others. They're here, and sometimes we feel them, and sometimes we don't.
and they know that we are human beings?
No, it's like the others. They might not know. Have you
Okay,
seen the others? That movie is so
I have.
freaking good.
It's
I love that
been a
movie.
long time. It's been a really long time. But my question is, what about like your ghost that's writing your name on your like he's clearly that ghost is trying to scare you.
Yeah, that one's messing with me.
That
That one
one's
knows.
that one oh,
Or
that one knows.
or that one is like, what is this bitch doing in my house? I'm gonna scare her.
In
I'm
your
gonna
house.
scare
It's
her
a
out
brand new okay. Anyway,
on his land. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know these
well, you
things.
do know that everywhere you've gone, someone has died. So
Someone's
that
died
means
there,
right in
according
that
to
spot,
you.
right in that spot, someone could have died a long time ago. Um, but my question is, where are they right now? Like their presence is not being known.
Yeah. Maybe they don't want to be known right now.
No, my question though is, are they sitting here watching us and choosing not to engage? Do they sleep on your couch? Do they roam around? Or do they just pop in and out from time to time?
Um,
And where do they go when they're out?
I feel like you're gonna have to ask me this question when I have passed.
Two more beers in? Will she do it?
I don't know the answer to that because I've never been a ghost
Okay.
and I've never had a talk with a ghost
Okay, well.
other than the Ouija board, and I didn't think to ask that. But that did move a lot. I stand by my guns. That happened.
Okay. I would like to know other believers' thoughts on that.
Yeah,
Because it's an interesting question. Like, where are they right now?
yeah. My thought would be that they're here and they don't want to interact. Kind of like the show Ghosts. They're just like
Oh
always
my
around.
gosh, that's like so embarrassing.
Yeah, but they're also that one guy's not wearing any pants. Like they can't help it either. They're all everybody's embarrassing. It's fine.
Okay, I'm just saying. I mean, I'm not embarrassed when I don't wear pants. I'm just saying, like, what if I pick my nose when I feel like I'm alone? That's
Well,
embarrassing.
maybe don't do that anymore.
I mean, maybe not.
Sophie's been watching The Office, and which oh my gosh, it's so funny slash weird to watch that show now because
Yeah.
there are things where you're like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe this was on TV
Oh, that's funny.
not that long ago.
Yeah.
But wow. But I mean, it's all like obviously
Humor.
it's wrong. You're
Right.
supposed to be uncomfortable when you're watching it, but it's to the point where you're like, oh my gosh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sophie's like, oh my gosh, oh, I know, I'm sorry. Wow. Anyways, um, but they're in the episode where Michael finds out that Oscar's gay.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, but how do I know to not say anything offensive if I can't tell? Dwight goes, Dwight, of all people, goes, maybe you just don't ever say anything offensive and like just hope for the best. Just like you should maybe just don't pick your nose. And he was like, yeah, like that's gonna happen.
See, I'm with Michael. Yeah, right.
Oh
Like,
my
I'm
gosh.
gonna stop picking my nose
Oh wow.
in private places.
Yeah, but it's really fun to watch that show again with a new audience.
That's hilarious. All right. Am I going first?
Yes, you're going first.
Finally, you never let me go first.
Oh my gosh, I do every other time.
Feels like never. All right. Paranormal or not is the title.
Okay.
Subtitle is the
Subject line.
subject line. I was like, subtitle of what? This is not a thesis. Okay. And this is from Stephanie, who gave us permission to use their name.
This is a new Stephanie.
This is a new Stephanie.
Okay.
Yes, this is not our OG Stephanie. This is a new, brand new,
I love it.
shiny. Okay, here we go. Not that OG. Hold on, sorry. So sorry, Stephanie. You are just worn in. No, nope, nope, nope. I need to go in a
Like
different
the
direction.
town bicycle. I'm so sorry,
Oh
Stephanie. My
no.
sister's so mean.
Stephanie's laughing. She probably spit out her drink. We'd only joke like that with you, Stephanie. Only you. Okay. Now this Stephanie, not near as funny as you are. I'm kidding.
Oh
I
my
have no
gosh.
idea. I have no idea.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. So this is Stephanie. We've established that.
Wait, who is it? Just kidding.
Okay, a bit of a quick backstop. I lost my grandpa when I was 9,
Oh,
and from my nanny, I got a pocket knife with a couple of extra small gadgets. Think Swiss Army knife, but on a way smaller scale.
okay. I feel like I've seen those.
Yeah, they're like teeny tiny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fast forward a year or two. I would pull this pocket knife out occasionally and just look at it and sometimes open it. One day, I went to get it out of the same drawer that I always kept it in, only to find that it wasn't there. Now, I never, and never's in capital letters, so you know they
Okay.
mean it,
Yep.
never took this knife out of my room or put it in any other spot. I was sad that it was just gone. No idea what happened to it. I was sad and didn't know what to do. More time passes, and my mom has my dad pull some stuff out from the attic. I happen to be outside when she reaches into an old school plastic pumpkin trick or treat container and pulls something out. Without thinking, she just hands it to me. So, what did she find in this bucket, you might ask? It was my pocket knife that disappeared from my drawer.
Huh.
Now, you might say that I put it in the bucket or someone in my family did. Stephanie, you're not new. It's like you know me.
Wait, I'm confused. So Stephanie lost the pocket knife. Asked their
Now,
mom.
according to Stephanie, she didn't lose anything.
It disappeared.
It disappeared.
They asked their mom.
Well, they didn't say
And the
they asked
mom
anybody. They never said they asked me, it was just gone. And
oh.
then Stephanie kinda comes to terms with that, like, it's gone
Oh,
somewhere, I don't know where it
okay.
went.
Okay.
And then time passes.
Okay, okay. I missed the time passes.
Yeah, time passes. They don't tell us how much time, but some time passes. Dad's pulling stuff out of the attic, probably to clean. Something, probably not,
Attic is
probably.
a weird place, okay.
And then inside of a old school like plastic
Yeah,
pumpkin,
got it, got it, got it.
mom reaches in, pulls out the knife, hands it to Stephanie, and Stephanie's like, "Oh, there's my knife." I'd imagine that's her face looked like. I don't really know. I wasn't there. Sorry. Okay, here we go. Now, you might say that I put it in the bucket or someone in my family did. That's a negative. No one in my family knew where I kept it, and the bucket never was in my room, nor was the pocket knife ever out of my room.
Hmm.
Thanks for reading, Stephanie A. Go.
Okay, so the
Mm-hmm.
knife.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like a far way to travel
Mm-hmm.
from their room all the way up to the attic. Did the mom see it and think, "Oh, look, it's your knife," and then give it to Stephanie?
Yeah, that part's a little like almost. I feel like Stephanie really makes an effort to kind of point that out, that mom just hands it to them.
Yeah.
So is that weird?
I would like to know what time of year their knife went missing.
That's a good. Oh, look at you. I have conditioned you to ask questions, and I love it. Okay.
It
Yes.
was so pretty.
Yes. So, I mean, I think it's really pretty how you're asking questions.
Okay.
Okay. So, yes. Did it happen to be around Halloween? Was that the time of the year that Papaw gave this knife?
No, well, not even that they got the
That
knife,
I think Nanny gave it to her.
or that the knife disappeared. Like maybe they had the knife for a long time,
Yeah.
and then
Someone.
I mean,
Yeah. What
does
time? Yeah.
Stephanie has
Good question.
siblings? I need to know if Stephanie has any
Oh
siblings
my gosh,
who
you're
got.
so good at being the skeptic.
I laid in bed tonight waiting for Penelope, who's taking forever, and Nora came in and said, "Can I have these
Mhm.
Pokemon cards?" I'm like, "No, just
Mhm.
because I'm in here doesn't mean you're allowed to come in and steal now."
Right,
And I
right.
was right there, and they
Mhm.
still try to do it. So, I mean, I just know that siblings can't be trusted because I'm
Siblings,
looking right at one.
cousins.
Cousins, yeah,
Uh-huh.
who's in the house?
Leprechauns.
Yeah, there you go. Your go-to.
Fairies. Erin will go that far.
Oh, I could go
Throw in a
Fae. I
fairy.
could go the Fae because those freak me out. But I feel like they wouldn't. I feel like they would set them up for more trouble. That's like
Mhm.
annoying, but it's not like any consequence.
Oh, so the Fae, they're very specific in their.
I feel like they're like, I'm gonna play a trick on you, and you're gonna know it's a trick.
Okay, okay.
That's
Well,
what I feel like.
yeah, that's exactly I mean,
That's exactly what you were gonna say. The Fae about the Fae.
no, no, no. I was
Okay.
gonna say a sibling or another child, someone went in that room, got that knife, or I mean, heck, maybe it was maybe like okay, now this is a very specific what if, but our bathroom door, when it bangs against the wall, it will lock automatically.
Yeah.
So then sometimes that door gets shut with nobody in that bathroom.
Yeah.
And the only way to open the bathroom door is through this little tiny hole that only specific things fit into. Stop, 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 Aaron. As soon as I
I
said
said
that,
nothing.
yes, but
I didn't even think dirty till you said stop, and I was like,
mm,
"Oh, I see the
mhm,
joke there."
yeah, 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 yeah. I
I'm
as
off my
soon as I
game.
thought it, here we go. Okay, like a toothpick.
Yeah.
So I'm always looking for something.
Sorry, that made it worse.
Well, and now everything I'm saying is bad,
Oh,
but I'm always looking
okay.
for something that size.
No, I'm never looking for something that size.
No, for
Oh,
the
right, right, for the door.
handle.
Okay.
Okay, so for to unlock the lock. So, sometimes I have to like take the end of a tooth, like a end of a
Bobby pin.
yeah, that's a good one, but I never have those. that would that would work perfect, but I don't have those. So sometimes a Q-tip, I have to
Oh,
take
okay.
off the end of the Q-tip, and I'm like, ah, this drives me crazy. But I'm constantly looking for the perfect sized thing.
Yeah,
Anyway,
same.
so I feel like Stephanie, maybe like her little Swiss Army knife, maybe it wasn't a lock, but something that mom was like,
Yeah,
oh my gosh, I know. I'll go sneak in and get that little knife. I know she would die if I got it, but I'm just going to sneak in there real quick.
yeah,
Sneaks in, gets it, puts it in their pocket because damn it, every time you're like, oh,
yeah,
they'll never know. And then you forget.
yeah.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is the reason that is so believable is the way the mom
Thanks. Yeah.
took it out, was like, "Oh, like this was going through the mom's head. Oh shit, I took that knife a long time ago and I was supposed to get that back. Here,
Uh-huh.
here. I'm not going to say anything.
Right.
I'm not going to explain myself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to hand it to you and
Mm-hmm.
walk away and
Mm-hmm.
let you figure out what happened in your own brain."
And maybe you'll land on Ghost, and then I am clear and
Yeah.
free, and everything's great.
Yeah, no harm no foul. That's a ghost.
And like even to the point where maybe pumpkin. It was around Halloween time. Mom put it in her pocket, forgets about it, used it for whatever
Yeah.
thing they needed it for,
Yeah.
then sees Stephanie, is like, "Oh shit, I've got that thing in my pocket. Well, I can't go into her room now.
Yeah.
It's gonna figure me out." So
Yeah.
takes it out of her pocket, puts it into the Halloween bucket, hoping Stephanie will find it there. Because there you go. That's perfect.
Yeah, that's true.
Then Stephanie doesn't look in that Halloween bucket anymore for some reason. It gets put up in the attic. Time passes by.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, that's definitely a possibility. I'm not saying it's not a ghost. I'm just saying it's also very possible that it's not a
How
ghost.
does it feel to be me, Aaron?
I'm here with you every
I'm
time.
just
I'm
saying.
thinking of ways that it could also not be a ghost,
But tonight
but
you
it could
got.
be a ghost.
Uh-huh.
It could
Yeah,
be.
sure, 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 sure.
Yeah, who knows? I don't know what the motivation would be exactly to put it in the attic, but I'm not saying it didn't happen.
Aaron, what is the motivation for all of the things that you told me your ghost does?
It clearly wants me to know it's a bit of a shower.
Oh, but so your ghost is hitting on you.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, okay. I mean,
duh.
well, you are hot.
Yeah, so while I think it definitely could be a ghost,
Mm-hmm.
I think it could definitely not be a ghost too.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll let you have this win for once.
Okay.
It's been
Thank
a long
you.
time since you've gotten any victories.
All right. Well, I do you have a story that we can't debunk?
Well, I have one you're going to try to weasel out of,
Okay.
but I don't think you can fully.
Let the weaseling begin.
Okay, so my story is from Samantha, and she uses she, her pronouns.
All right.
For as long as I can remember, I have had strange things happen to me.
Hmm.
Let's start at the beginning. My dad passed away from cancer when I was 5.
Hmm.
He did hospice at his parents' house so that my sister and I wouldn't have to watch him die.
Oh my God.
And then, in all caps, anyway,
Oh, Samantha.
I know, it's so sad. Fast forward about 5 years, and I'm 10. I have the most vivid dream. I was in the kitchen of my grandma's house with my dad. He was in a wheelchair and said to me, "Sammy, it's okay. It's okay to be sad. I'm gone, but I'll always be with you."
Oh.
And I woke up sobbing. I guess up until then, I hadn't fully understood what had happened or accepted it.
Hmm.
My mom says I cried for days. I believe my dad's spirit came to me that night. I still feel him to this day. So you don't have to debunk
Oh,
this
I
one.
won't touch it.
You
That's
won't touch it. I
amazing.
It seems like her dad just knew
Yeah.
you need to let this, like, you need to grieve fully.
And you need to know it's okay to grieve.
Right.
Yeah, that's the
And
most
then like
important
gave
part.
her that permission. Oh, I
Yeah.
know, it's so
Yeah.
sweet.
Quit talking about it. I'm gonna cry.
I know, I can see tears in your eyes. I'm
Mhm.
sorry. We're
Mhm.
moving on.
Okay.
Um, from this point on, it's not sentimental. So
Mhm.
you
Oh.
better listen up
Oh, okay.
because you're gonna have to try your best to
Oh,
debunk.
I see you. You didn't quite give me permission to grieve at all. You're like,
Oh,
suck it up because
no, no,
now.
no. I'm letting you know. I'll move on. You said to move on.
Okay, okay. Hold on. Let me wipe this year's way because it's all business now. Go ahead. Go ahead.
It is time for business because
Okay.
that part is beautiful that we just heard. This
It really
next
was.
part is not.
Hmm.
From the age of nine.
No, wait. It might be beautifully written. I mean, that's a
Oh,
little
it's beautifully
harsh.
written. It's
This
not a
next part
beautiful
is
story.
not
It's
beautiful.
scary.
Okay.
This part is not like a sentimental
Okay.
story in any way. Okay, from the age of 9 to 13, my family, mom, sister, and myself lived in Wyoming. I had so many experiences there.
Huh.
When we moved in, I had a bedroom in the basement. I hated it. It was scary, and I wouldn't go to sleep unless my mom sat down there just outside my room in the family room and watched TV.
Well, yeah. Who wants to sleep in the basement?
Yeah,
I got a step.
you
I
make
got
your
a
stepson.
stepson. He loves it.
Has
Trust
he
me.
ever thought it was creepy?
Oh no. Are you kidding
Okay.
me? He's like, I get to sneak and do things I'm not supposed to do down here. Absolutely. Sign me up. It's like his own apartment down there. He loves it.
Yeah, well.
Mhm.
I always felt like I was being watched and often felt hands touching me.
Ew.
I had my blankets pulled and my hair pulled.
Hmm.
My mom didn't believe me and said everything weird that happened was all in my imagination.
All right, Mom.
She was Megan.
Thanks for the debunk.
She was extremely religious and just told me to
Nope,
say
nope.
my prayers
She
and
was not Megan.
and just told me to say my prayers and then the eye roll emoji.
I'm with you on that one.
So she got tired of that routine and moved my bedroom upstairs down the hall from her room. I don't remember much happening in that room, but I wasn't in there long because she decided she wanted to make that bedroom into a dining room. So
That's hilarious.
so I got kicked back down into the basement where my
Oh,
big sister had my old bedroom and I had the bedroom at the opposite end of the basement. So
I
at least
mean,
now there's company.
yeah, that's true. And also, I mean, I'm with Mom. I mean, the religious part, no, that's not quite me. But I'm like, hey, listen, I'm paying for this house. I'm turning it into what I want to turn it into. You
Yeah.
all just kind of have to be here.
Oh, but it's so haunted. Okay.
No, it's not.
It's important to note that there was a bedroom in between our rooms that was unsettling to say the least.
Oh, what was it like?
We were both terrified of it.
Hmm.
And then in parentheses, we only recently opened up to each other about our experiences.
Oh, that's
So
interesting.
that was an interesting conversation when we both talked about the same things.
Hmm.
Oh, I love it. I would love to hear that conversation. That room felt like something evil lived there.
Mm.
It was dark. So my room was at the bottom of the stairs, and my poor sister had to walk by the devil room to get to her room.
Ew.
In my room, I had several things happen. Here are the most memorable.
Hmm.
1. I woke up to see a dark figure standing at the end of my bed, tapping its finger on my footboard. I buried myself in my blankets and sang church songs until I fell asleep because everything is the devil, right?
Well, I mean, that one sounds pretty devil-like.
Ew, yeah, it's not good.
Mhm.
Number 2, I saw flashing lights coming from under my bed.
Oh, that's weird.
I have no explanation for this, but it scared me so badly I bolted upstairs and slept on the
Oh,
couch.
I have one. It's fine.
Okay, you're waiting though?
Well, you always want me to
Yeah, no,
wait.
that's because that one time you said you wanted to wait and you set the tone.
I was just allowing Samantha relief that there is an explanation,
Okay.
and I'll let you know in a minute once Aaron allows me to have my emotions
Okay.
and voice.
Mm.
It's fine.
Mhm. My stereo would turn on randomly, even when it wasn't plugged in.
Hmm.
Not just not on.
Yep. Gotta debunk for that one too.
Okay. Okay, great. Can't wait. Number 4. I heard something say my name in my closet. That was the final straw. I slept on the couch from then on until we moved out. I've seen shadow people and heard things since, and had odd things happen here and there since that house.
Hmm. Okay, so if we break this down, Samantha started living in this basement with like from birth.
No, 9 to 13.
9 to 13. So those are like prime years for your imagination to just be a little bit on
Okay,
overdrive.
fine.
So plus you're going from like your comfy cozy. I love this mom. This mom's cracked me up. Like, you now get to live in the basement. You're gonna love it. And you know, basements can be scary. So it's a great setting for your little 9-year-old imagination to run wild. So I would imagine that setting already has this. Oh, you're like on alert.
Yeah.
Okay, just go with me here.
Okay, I'm going. I'm going.
Okay,
Here for the ride.
so as far as like the person at the end of your bed, could have been a dream for sure, could have been sleep paralysis, but they didn't mention anything about,
Their hair was being pulled and their blanket was being pulled too.
and they also have a sibling
Oh
in the
my
house.
gosh. Who's also afraid of the basement?
Yeah, but doesn't come out until years later. This sibling could have been pranking, doing things, could have been like, this is a scary basement. I know how to get them. Anyway, that could clearly, I think, just be another being, another person doing that, sibling.
Okay.
Now, the lights under the bed.
Uh-huh.
How many times have you taken your kids to a fair or to a carnival or to a parade like 2 weeks ago when they beg you for those stupid, flashy, light up things? And sometimes even the worst of us parents who make our kids sleep down in the basement, will cave and buy them one of those things. And those things are faulty. They will work 1 minute and then not work the next minute. So one of those little flashy strobe light, horrible. They're horrible. They're horrible. But your kid's like, I'll pay you back with my own money. Just please. Fine, just get the damn thing so you'll stop complaining about getting it. As long as you'll be good and go to bed without a fit, I'll get it, right?
Okay.
So Samantha puts it under the bed. It rolls under the bed. Samantha has no idea that it went under there. And then all of a sudden, it starts working again.
Okay.
Okay, so there's the flashing light.
Okay, fine.
A debunk. I mean, that's a pretty good one. The boombox that worked, the stereo that worked even when plugged in or not plugged in, right?
Yeah. Even when it wasn't plugged in.
Even when it was not plugged in. So, how old do you think Samantha is?
Between 9 and 13.
Well, but I mean, like
Oh, in
now.
real life? Oh, I
Well,
mean
I
now.
think that was real life. I think when she
I'm
was 9 or 13, but like current day, like my same age, our same age, young. Like I'm trying to picture what kind of stereo. Because are you going to Facebook? You're
Yeah, I
like,
am.
this could always go either way. You never know.
Wife, mom, ally, pro, bro, advocate. Don't know, but I love her.
Well, come on in here,
She's got a mask
Samantha.
on in her picture, so it's hard to tell.
Okay, I'm gonna guess Samantha's younger than us, but
Yeah.
still at the same accord, a stereo that's plugged in. We're not talking like Google's playing you music, so I don't think
Yeah.
that. Okay, I think that we're still talking a boombox or a stereo.
Yeah.
They make those with batteries
Yeah.
and with plugs. They do. They make them with batteries, like one
What bougie
device.
house are you referencing? We
We
never
had
had
them,
batteries in our boombox.
but you had the option
Ugh.
to either put batteries
And you
in.
think this mom who's making Samantha sleep in the basement twice.
I don't give mom much credit because this mom sounds like my soul sister, except for the religion part, and I don't give myself any credit for batteries. Ugh, I hate batteries. But Samantha has an older sibling that wants to listen to that
We didn't
boombox.
say she was older. We don't know if she's older.
Samantha has a sibling, fine, has a
Okay.
sibling
Okay.
that used that boombox and forgot to switch it over from plug to
Hmm.
battery.
That's
Boom, there's your debunk for there. What was the next one?
boombox.
I mean, challenge me, come at me, and watch me fire them off. What was the next
Okay.
one?
The last one was that. This last one was the scariest one.
I can't remember now.
Someone or something said Samantha's name
Oh,
from inside the closet.
oh, absolutely. A sibling is inside there.
No.
Absolutely. Or a Teddy Ruxpin. Boom. Dropped it.
If Teddy Ruxpin knows your name, that's also creepy.
Teddy Ruxpin repeats anything it hears.
I thought it read stories from a tape.
No, no.
Yes, it did. That was
Why
Teddy
did
Ruxpin.
Teddy Ruxpin sound like frogs in our closet?
Because the batteries were dying.
No, because it was repeating the frogs, the bullfrogs right outside of mom's.
No.
Yes, ask mother. Erin Taylor. Ask her next week when we go there. Mom, just ask her. Just ask her this one question. I cannot wait for this because she'll do it too. It's like, dance puppet. I'm kidding. Kidding, but you know you will. You're
Yeah,
going to
I
ask
searched forever
for
for
my
that
glamour
freaking
shot.
glamour shot. They got rid of it.
I don't know what mom did
Guess
with
who
it.
didn't help me? A one little iota.
I showed you where to look. Okay,
Mhm.
stop.
Okay.
Stop.
Okay.
Okay, you're just trying to get me riled up.
Well,
All right, listen. You're going to ask mom this question.
okay.
Hey, mom, what sound did the Teddy Ruxpin make when it was in the box? She's going to say, it sounded like a bullfrog. And then I want you to ask, why a bullfrog? And listen for that answer. And here's what mom's going to say. Oh, because out back we had so many bullfrogs that it was mimicking the bullfrogs out back. So Teddy Ruxpin could mimic things.
Okay.
Therefore, Samantha's mom has to holler Samantha's name because she put her all the way down in that basement. She's like, Samantha! And then all of a sudden from the closet we hear, Samantha, but in a much creepier, robotic, creepy, demonic way. I mean, I will give you that. It did not repeat things nicely or gently. It was scary. But there it is. There's your debunk.
Well,
Next, let's go.
that
I am
that was
on
it
fire.
for this part.
Okay.
But I think you're wrong about all those. While I feel like the first one I'm giving you credit for was good.
Thank you.
And I will even say that those little light up things, I could see that because those toys are the worst.
Yeah, they're faulty.
But all of those things, it's too many things happening for it to be coincidental.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, over 5 year span.
You can feel that energy, and that is what Samantha's writing
Yeah, it's the
about.
basement. It's scary.
Yeah, basements are scary because basements are like a perfect little dwelling for little demons.
Oh my gosh. If you could see how hard I'm rolling my eyes.
Yeah, I can see it and I don't care. I don't care one little bit.
When we go to scary places, our imagination takes over and it
No.
holds on and it's like, I'm creating the creepiest story ever.
Well, I don't I don't buy that this was.
I feel like I hear it in your voice. I feel
No,
like
you
you want to
don't.
go with me here on
My
this
my
skeptic
only stop is
ride.
that I stopped halfway through and there's the next part's pretty scary. But it's at a different location. It's a perfect stop to the story.
Okay, well, let's stop and let's save it for next week.
Okay. All right. There's a little what do you call that? A little hook for next week.
Hmm.
Samantha wrote a really long email and it was amazing. And their stories go on to be even scarier in
Oh,
college.
nice.
So, yes, you had a haunted basement. Don't believe Megan. I know you don't. You got this. And can't wait to hear. I can't wait for Megan to try to debunk your very scary college story.
Oh, I mean, I can't guarantee I'll be on my game
That's why I
next
want to
week.
wait. No, I'm just kidding.
Right. But this week, I mean, come on.
Okay, so you may be on the ball with your debunks,
Hmm.
but
I'm always on the ball, girl.
you dropped it when it came to your fan favorite, so I got you.
No, I didn't drop it. You asked me
Uh,
last week, can I go?
yeah, you
Okay,
just looked
sure.
at your phone like, oh crap, the person I
Yeah.
asked 5 minutes ago hasn't responded. It's
And then I
okay.
remembered, oh, that's right. I didn't ask one this week because
Mm,
you told me last week. It's fine. Listen,
because I
stop
got
trying
you.
to get my goat tonight. It's okay. Go.
Okay, so our fan favorite this week is the lovely Jessica.
Oh, yes. I was going to ask Jessica myself.
You're lying. You were not. Because Jessica is somebody who has their own podcast.
Oh,
So I
nice.
met Jessica in a little podcast Facebook group.
Okay. Well, hi, Jessica.
And I said, hey, anybody want to do a review swap? So, like, we would listen to some of their episodes and they would listen to some of ours, and then we would give an honest review.
Nice.
And she jumped in and was like, yes. And then left us the nicest review.
Oh, yes. I do know Jessica
Yes.
because I remember being like, who left us
You
the
sent me a
nice?
text. You're like, we got a new review and it's so
It is the
nice.
nicest review. You're like, well, we kind of paid him to do it. I'm like, oh, okay.
We didn't pay. We just did a swap and it was honest.
Yeah, trade easy.
But also, if you want us to talk about you when we're not recording, that's the
Mm.
easiest way. We will go on and on. Like, we got a new review. Did you see it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So, anyways, I asked Jessica to be our fan favorite this week, even though it's not my job, but that's okay. She said,
You told me last week. Ugh.
okay, listen to this.
Welcome, Jessica. We don't always argue like this, but when we
But
do,
we usually do.
but sometimes we
No.
do.
It says, I'm just seeing this. It was in my message request and I just saw the notification because
Mm.
I've been on shoot all week.
Oh, well,
So
welcome,
I
Jessica.
haven't recorded my new episodes for my show, but I'd love a fun, sour, sweet, and spooky shout out. That's their podcast.
Oh, that's so
So
cute. I'm also picturing Jessica with windblown hair from off
I
of her photo shoot.
know. Is it like, is she a model? Is she an actress?
Totally. All of the above.
I love it. I feel not cool enough to be
Oh, whatever. I
corresponding.
just got off of the baseball field. And my hair is also windblown. Nice way to try to brag, Jessica, but I'm right there with you.
They say, I'll have a new episode out next week, March 9th. So this was in the past. We
Yeah,
did ask a
because
while back.
Aaron didn't tell me until last week.
No, I
It's
kept
fine.
saying you were actually two on the ball then. Because I was like, I've got
Mm.
a fan favorite for you. And you're like, I already have one.
Oh, how the tables have turned now.
Okay, you're right. You win. Not this whole episode, but you do win parts of
Mhm.
it. Okay, I'll have a new episode out next week, March 9th, as my relaunch. So I'll be posting about it and I'm really excited to get back into it. So they had taken a little break from their podcast
Uh-huh.
and now they're trying to put them out more regularly. And they're really interesting. Like the first episode I listened to was called The Hawaiian Night Marchers. Have you ever
Ooh.
heard about that?
Okay, I have only because there is a movie on Netflix that Miles has made me watch.
Oh.
At one point, it's about their ancestors and how they come through, and it's got like this part where they all come marching in and
Ooh.
marching through, and it's scary, but it's also really beautiful.
Yeah. Well, this episode was really cool, and that was episode 14, and I definitely
Nice.
learned something that I hadn't heard.
Oh, I'm definitely
And
gonna
she's got
listen
a
to that one.
great voice. Oh, I'm
Oh,
not
well,
trying to say anything, but it was a good voice.
I'll
So,
listen. Does Jessica have a co-host?
no, it's just Jessica.
Wow.
They're kind of shorter episodes, at least the one I listened to.
Ooh, I like that. Ours keep going longer and longer.
It's
Sorry.
true. Yeah, so you should definitely check that out.
And the whole time you can picture with that windblown hair.
That's right. That's right. So, anyways, check out that podcast, and thank you so much, Jessica.
Oh, thank you so much, Jessica. That was really a very nice review. I hope you showed up for that.
I think I did. I gave a nice review.
If it wasn't nice enough, Jessica, let me know and I'll write another one.
Maybe
Actually,
just do that.
yeah, that's what I'm totally gonna do. Although I'm gonna need you to pass along our name to a friend. I mean, look, tick for tat. I'm just saying, tit
You
for
say
tat.
tick.
I know I did. I didn't mean to. I knew that I said it wrong. Tit for tat. You get 2 reviews.
Oh, that's true. There you go.
You need to pass our name on to somebody else and let them give us a review. I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah,
You have a
sure.
little bit of time because I'm not very good at leaving reviews. But I will for you, Jessica.
Oh, yeah, you should. It's really good. All right. Well, now I feel like you have to do.
Nothing.
No, you should do the spiel you make me do every week.
Shut your mouth.
Where do you find us?
All right. Listen, you
I'm
make this
so
look
excited.
hard. Okay, fine, but you better be ready to say goodbye in a different language.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
That we
I got
haven't
it.
said
I got it.
before.
I got it.
Oh, I already know what you're gonna do. My eye roll. I thought it couldn't get bigger, but it just did. Oh Lord, you got way too excited about that. All right. Well, we would like to thank you for coming to our podcast tonight, and you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. You can email us your stories at myskepticalsister@gmail.com
Uh-huh.
or DM us both. We like to slide on into that DM anytime you'd like.
Get a little Matthew McConaughey. Hey,
I didn't know where you're about to say. But we both give consent fully for that. So DM sliding.
Or Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, I definitely give that consent. Okay. Quit distracting me
I'm
while I'm
sorry.
trying to be professional.
Okay, sorry.
That's it. Because we don't do
No.
Twitter.
What's our website?
Oh, we love a good review. So you can also leave us a review on Apple. What is it called? Apple Podcasts. I don't know. Your refrigerator's so loud. That's what's distracting me.
Oh, it just stopped when I did this.
Well,
It
it
knew.
should listen to me more often. Okay. Leave us a review on Apple Podcast. You can also leave us a nice little 5-star on Spotify.
And maybe Stitcher. We have no idea.
Yeah, if you can review us on Stitcher, be the first one. That'll be so
Yeah.
fun. You can win.
We'll never know because I don't know how to check that.
The
but-
pride of winning. That's what you'll win.
Yeah.
And then you could come and visit us at our website, which is www.myskepticalsister.com.
Perfect. You can write your stories in it.
Oh, yeah.
Email.
You could, or just slide into that DM again. I prefer that.
You said to write us an email, but you didn't tell us the email address. But
I did.
Okay.
Go back and listen.
I will.
Go. That's a bet. How much you want to bet that I didn't?
I don't want to bet anything. I wasn't paying attention.
I will buy your next beer.
I was trying to remember
how you do it.
How to speak Pig Latin.
I knew you. I knew that's what you do. I'll tell you. You want me to tell you?
Yeah.
Goodbye, gay.
I was gonna say, "Ise uye aderlay."
Oh yeah, that'll work too.
Because it was longer, and I like them longer.
La 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 la.
Gone. That's also in all capital letters. No, I mean just for emphasis, so you know where they're
I
emphasizing.
could hear the capital letters.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, here we go. Your neck talks to me again. I hate when your neck talks to me. I never know what to say back. It's so awkward.
I was really hoping you couldn't hear it.
Well, I could hear that. I'd be surprised if they didn't hear that.
Oh, sorry.
What do you think that Fraggle Rock is saying? You're doing
Trailer
so
swap.
much sign language right now.
Thank you. Sorry. Anybody want to do a trailer swap? And no, not trailer swap. Anybody want to do a
Swap
review?
trailers, swap houses. What do we do?
I said it better that time and you interrupted.
Oh, sorry.
Anybody? Shut your mouth.
I feel like we need more bloopers. It's fine. Go ahead.
Okay, I think we're probably good.
Always.
When we moved it, say
Sorry.
huh again when you're not yawning.
So sorry. Huh.
Thanks, nailed it.
Ew. I'm so sorry. I don't know why. I'm sorry. Just you don't need to do there. Just keep going. Uh huh. Juggling balls.